Hello there, I'm Daniel Corbett, new weatherman for One News. Well, weather-wise today, we had high pressure, a good-looking day, but it's packing its bags, it's heading out the door, and rain is lurking out in the Tasman Sea with quite a weather system, rain warnings as well. All the details coming up, but right now, it's 6 o'clock.
Well, as you saw earlier, the winds have blown and a new member to the One News family. Dan Corbett has joined our expert weather team.
Yeah, welcome, Dan. You brought with you a good-looking day. Rain cloud's not too far away, though.
No, that's always the way.
It's spring in New Zealand.
New Zealand weather, of course, things have changed. But at least we managed a dry day today, and for some of us, it was a good-looking day to take the old doggy out for the walk in the morning. Fine for the most part. Much of the North Island, eastern parts of the South Island, cloudy and the damp weather, that was working into the west of the South Island, a couple of mils into the Milford Sound rain gauge. Blustery westerlies, they were still there. Cook Strait, Foveaux Strait as well, gusting up to 100 k's in some of those spots. Early frost too, Dunedin, Timaru, and down to -3 in Waiora. Temperatures, of course, right off the bat, Milford jumps out like a blue beacon. 11. That was the cloud, the drizzle coming in. Elsewhere, you didn't do as badly. Christchurch 15, but we had some of the higher cloud, just tempering those numbers compared to yesterday on the east coast of the South Island. There's our 15s. Of course, the cloud was thickening up here. Head further north, 21 for Marston. You did pretty well. And then across the central parts of the North Island, a similar sort of thing. Take your pick. 16s, 17s, 18s. A bit of a westerly did us pretty good to Hastings, 19. And then to the far north, broadly similar. Take your spot, 21 for Tauranga, quite nice. Elsewhere, just the patchy cloud, 18s, 19s. If you're heading out over the next couple of hours, it isn't too bad. Our main centres are dry. Numbers-wise, in pretty good shape. Look at them. For the most part, double figures from Auckland, westerly breeze, down to Hamilton. You've still got the northerly quite strong into Wellington, 13 your number, and to Dunedin, otherwise fine. For the night, it's dry, except in Dunedin. Put the old washing, bring it inside, but you could get a few spots of rain into Dunedin by the end of the night. That's the weak front that'll be heading our way. And of course, we're talking about the rain. Even these lovely ones here, they probably are thinking, there is some rain on the way. And it is, of course, rain warnings as well, but of course, more details on that coming up. Hello, the fine-looking weather over the last couple of days probably been pretty good for the picnic baskets and the packed lunches, but put those aside. Instead, reach in the cupboard and grab those raincoats. They will come in handy over the next couple of days. And we're not hanging about already. We have a Metservice warning. Now, this is for the west coast, a prolonged period of heavy rain as our weather system works in and stalls. Keep an eye for the western ranges, particularly from Arthur's Pass to Haas Pass, 100 to 150 millimetres of rain. And near the coast, you could be looking at 40 to 70 millimetres on there. So what is going on? First off, to the lovely clearer skies further north. That's the high, you can tell that. Then you see the stream of cloud coming off the Australian coast. That's the storm system. A couple of other things to point out. There was our wave cloud across the eastern parts of the South Island today. And then this milky area of cloud here, that's lower cloud, spinning around the high, grabbed, and then what does it do? That's your cloud for the morning for the western parts of the country, North Island. But this is our weather system, and you see that coloured line there. That's a front that is more or less parallel to the upper winds. What is that going to do? It's going to feed its way in, and keep an eye on that coloured bit of front. What does it do? It's like having a garden hose. Instead of going like that, you're just sitting there, right there, on that western coast, western in particular. And watch, through the day, it's the rain. Elsewhere, the front breaks apart. Further north, the high is in place. You're still dry. That is our weekend rain man. It gets a bit of oomph into it and then works its way in. So this is how the day looks. There's your hose sitting there on the west coast. It does ease away from Milford and also to the far north Westport, but I think a few showers do sneak to Canterbury. Far south, ease those away as well. But to the North Island, your day isn't too bad. It might be a grey start as you step outside, particularly some western areas. Could be a bit of drizzle from Taranaki down towards the Tararuas. Elsewhere, you're looking fine. Those early showers might be there, and if you're maybe a late sleeper, you won't even notice them across some southern areas. Temperatures will do well for Queenstown, Alexandra, 18. And I think for the most part, it's rain all day for you for Hokitika, Greymouth. Remember the warning, in the ranges in particular. You're sheltered in Nelson, you're fine, you're dry. And Milford, you ease those showers away. For the east coast, we've got a few of those showers there towards Ashburton, Timaru. You're fine away from the front, dry for Blenheim, 21. Decent number for you. There's the early cloud, maybe some drizzle, but otherwise bright in the skies here for the afternoon. Good looking day to the east coast. This is the packed lunch spot. You'll be fine. Managing a 19 or 20. And to the central plateau, maybe some early cloud, but it doesn't hang about. You're fine into the afternoon, 16 or so. And then to the far north, same sort of thing. We see this early cloud. Remember our lump we saw? That eases in. Bye-bye for the afternoon. Fine, 17 or 18. Now, let's look at things further south. Dunedin, remember those odd spots of rain just before dawn, but if you're out early, you might not even see them. The day is fine. 14 is your finishing number here. We head further north to Christchurch, as the front eases through, it does bring us a few showers. 17 here, your northeasterly takes over, and otherwise looking at that front fizzle away, but keeping the cloud all day. Wellington, yeah, the nor'wester, it's still there. Don't be surprised, up to the Taros, a few spots of rain, but it's grey to start the day, and the northerlies there, 16 is your finishing number. A grey start in Hamilton will brighten the skies. Cloud might be back for the evening though, and 16, and similar as well towards Tauranga. Morning cloud, dry for the day, and you'll finish off at 18 with a westerly breeze. Now in Auckland as well, similar sort of thing. That cloud is there for the morning, brighten your skies, you're finishing at 16, and probably a westerly as well. Going to Australia, Sydney, Melbourne, raincoat, that might come in handy. Perth too, but elsewhere you're fine. And a few showers towards Samoa, otherwise looking pretty good. Now, let's look at the weekend, because I want to point out first off, remember the low that was sitting there? That eases in, so we've got rain later in the day to places like Auckland, more likely evening. So showers to westerners, dry further east, and then we've got that wet weather as well to some of those spots further south. Sunday, keep an eye on Sunday. Maybe put a few raindrops on the calendar, because the weather system moves through, turning showery to western areas, and this is something interesting. Central areas could be some snow, Marlborough down to 400 metres. Keep an eye on things with Jim tomorrow. We'll check an update on that, but that clears away for Monday, and high pressure for the school week builds into southern areas as we head into the course of Monday. But that thing lingers for the weekend, so will be some wet weather, but I think slowly easing down. But of course, do remember the warning as well.
Thank you very much, Dan.
What a pro.
Yeah,
Cheers.
Absolutely. Welcome. And that is One News for Thursday. Stay right up to date with any developments on our late news tonight, 10:40, and our website, onenews.co.nz.